Hello there guys and welcome back to Blues Fans TV for another video of mine on this channel. And this isn't a video that was meant to happen, or we kind of expected for it to happen when we obviously saw the news and everything last night and the rumors, but it's not one of the normal videos like a preview, a review or whatever else that we do on this channel, because breaking news has just released earlier this morning. This is out a bit later than we would have hoped. We do apologise for that, but we do get information across to you now, because Chelsea have been cleared to sign players in January following obviously winning the appeal against the FIFA with the CAS standing for Court of Arbitration for Sport. The CAS released their ruling, their decision on that whole appeal earlier today, this morning, and it's good. Everything's good, We are now allowed to sign players. So basically, I will put the whole thing up on screen on this side actually. And you can read it yourself if you want. I will just read out kind of the important bit of the whole thing, and basically just talk about that quickly. The sole arbitrator found that Chelsea FC did violate Article 19.1 related to the international transfer of minors and 19.3 related to the first registration of minors of the RSTP, but for a significantly smaller number of players, about 1/3 of the violations found by FIFA. In addition, the violation of other RSTP rules were found to be less serious than those attributed to Chelsea FC by FIFA. Accordingly, the sole arbitrator reduced the sanction to one single transfer ban, which Chelsea FC already served during the 2019 summer registration period, and halved the monetary sanction. So what all of that means is, of course, as you probably know, in February of 2019, FIFA put a 2-window transfer ban upon Chelsea for breaching the regulations of, and basically the rules on signing youngsters under 16s, that is, for the most part. That was put upon us. We had an appeal with FIFA. We had that appeal rejected. And then I think it was in around June, we, of course, filed the appeal to the CAS, to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, which is where you go after FIFA, for example, deny your appeal. So that is what we did. We did that. We had the hearing, or the hearing took place on the 20th of November. Whether the actual final decision was already taken then, and since then they've just been filing up things, we don't know for sure. And there's loads of speculation about this, but the final news did come out this morning, like I said. And of course, so we did have our transfer ban halved. So instead of 2 windows, it's now 1 window, meaning we're already, served our full punishment last summer when we couldn't sign anybody. But now in the upcoming January transfer window, we are allowed to sign players. And also the fine that we received of 600,000 Swiss francs was now halved to 300,000 Swiss francs, which equals to around 230,000, 240, 250,000 pounds. So it's really not that big a deal for Chelsea. I mean, Kante makes that in a week, way more than that actually. So that's not that big a deal. But basically, everything was sanctioned. We were only found guilty in 1/3 of all of the cases that the FIFA found us guilty for, which is quite interesting in my opinion, at least. And also, that they said in all the other stipulations that we kind of breached the rules in, it was nowhere near as serious as kind of the FIFA said it was. So that, of course, is very interesting. Now, if you are involved in the social media scene, I guess, or even if you just follow the news, there has, of course, been a lot of debates between Chelsea fans and between journalists and between, pundits, I guess, whether we even want this transfer ban to be uplifted or not. I think the defeat to West Ham especially has kind of moved that camp slightly towards let's hope we can sign players, because we're struggling in a couple of positions. Left back, we're playing Aspie at left back, is not the ideal situation. The striker, when Olivier Giroud played, we were shocking. Batshuayi doesn't seem to be favoured by Lampard to start games. He seems to like him a lot off the bench, but not necessarily to start games. So at striker, at left back, those would kind of be the positions where signing someone in January probably wouldn't be a bad idea. In some other positions like centre-back, I would still like to give these players time to see who and what we need. Someone like Rudiger, it's unfair to go, okay, we need a centre-back desperately, when we don't even know how it works with Rudiger in there, and Tomori being so young as well. But of course, there has been a lot of talk about Ben Chilwell. Is he available in January? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see, I guess, whether we will even try. Jadon Sancho from Dortmund, there's been a lot of talk about that. There's talk about Attal, of course, the I guess usually right back, but also left back from Nice, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, there's other players as well. Erling Haaland was mentioned, the Norwegian Salzburg striker, and there's been others as well. But what we will actually end up doing in January, we don't know just yet. We will have to wait and see. I guess what is said though, reports, only and apparently, very much so and apparently, that Chelsea have a transfer budget of £150 million to spend in January, which for a January transfer window is a lot of money. I doubt we will spend all of that, if it even is true. But like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. All I do hope is, and all I do plead to Chelsea is, please use this, carefully. Use it smartly. Don't go all out and just spend silly money on silly players. Use it appropriately. Don't do another set of Drinkwaters and Ross Barkleys and Bakayokos. Don't do that again, please. At left back, yes, we can do one, but if we can't sign Chilwell, if we can't sign the top left back that would actually solve our problems right now, then don't sign a left back if he's ridiculously expensive. There is no point. Striker is the only one, because we don't necessarily need a first choice striker. We have Tammy Abraham in that, but we need a slightly better backup. So that's the only position where I could accept, and not someone that comes in straight away to help us as such by playing every week. But everything else we would be looking at signing. Only sign it if it's worth it. Only sign it if they actually improve our starting 11, and if they actually make our chances of having a good season this season better. Other than that, just sign them in the summer. We're going to be overpaying. Everyone knows we have a lot of money because, we had the transfer ban, we got the money for Hazard, we won the Europa League, we're back in the Champions League, we're a Premier League club. Everyone knows that. They will overcharge us, I guess. Is that the word? So, please just be smart with the money and, don't be stupid. But to be honest, that is really it from me. I don't think there's anything else to say. I think, it was kind of meant to make a little bit of a short of a video, but, this is what you got now. I gave you a little bit of surrounding information from my perspective as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I do hope that you did enjoy this video. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to Blues Fans TV, just so you don't miss out on any other future videos like this, like my preview later, which will probably be pushed back to a 7 PM upload UK time, just to give this video a little bit more breathing time, as we call it in the YouTube scene, I guess. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like, especially if you made it this far. Drop a like if you're happy that Chelsea is allowed to sign players in January. That, of course, is good. And if you have any thoughts on the whole situation, leave all of them down in the comment section below. Like I said, thoughts on the whole situation, and also players that possibly you would like to see Chelsea sign in January, whether it's Ben Chilwell, Shane Sancho, or anybody else. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Up to Chelsea, and I'll see you when I see you.